Oh, she a lady? She been knighted?
Not she been knighted.
We both lying.
They called her a thought. I'm like, wow, this took a hard left. She's married with a child. Have some
Look
respect.
here, you can still be a thought after marriage. It's just one man's person, right?
I don't think that's the definition of thought.
It's not.
I don't think it's about how much you put out.
I mean, look here, we can take things back. Beyonce's taking back country, so we can take back thought.
Okay, Amber
Are you
Rose.
reclaiming thought? Wait, did we claim it ever?
Y'all not about to slut shame me.
Who's slut shaming you?
Where?
Are you triggered? What is happening? How did we get here?
I don't even know.
Why are we claiming thought? We can't reclaim something we never claimed.
Define the word, Nicole, before you decide you want to reclaim it.
Okay.
Right.
That
As a
over there.
Right.
Why are they a hoe?
And why are they over there? I both wondered that.
I just don't understand why the word hoe has to be so bad.
Okay.
Like, why can't you be one person's hoe and it be that hoe over there?
I just don't
feel
think that if you're one person's hoe,
You're not a hoe.
That's what it is.
What the? Never mind. Go ahead.
So you're trying to say that you'd like to have the definition
No,
of hoe
never mind.
not be
I don't want
multiple people, but one person
Singular.
that you do multiple things
hoe
with?
activities with.
Yes.
But why is it hoe activities? Why can't they be lady activities? Wife activities?
Lady in the sheets.
I don't
But
know.
a freak in the bed.
I don't know. Ask the people.
All right.
Oh, well,
Okay, this is
there we are.
cute.
Let's just start the episode.
Over it.
Oh gosh.
Anyway,
Hey, this is Saya.
It's Tiffany.
it's Nicole.
I'm Carol.
And this is what keeps us together.
Basically the group chat in your head.
Living rent free.
Bow, 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 bow. Welcome back.
Always late. Forever late. It's fine.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And this week's episode is not sponsored by, but should be.
Yes.
Apparently our invite to the sacred hair launch party
Hello?
got lost in the mail. It's okay.
It's okay.
We're not mad about it. Miss Tina, we're not mad. It's
Is
okay.
that why you're here
Maybe you
flossing
don't-
today?
It's not sacred. I wish it was.
That's okay.
If we had been there, it would be.
Yes. Yes. But it dropped. Hearing really good things about it from not just influencers and Beyonce enthusiasts,
here.
but like people in general.
Facts. I am being heavily influenced by the videos I'm seeing of people washing their hair and how it's turning out.
Yeah, same. So it's definitely on my to-do list. Very
You
soon.
know I'm a good product queen.
You
so
are.
You are.
You got
know.
it yet?
Yeah.
Oh, how was the perfume?
Oh, I love it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wear it one day so we can smell it.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
Oh, it is.
You
it
smell
is
like Beyonce?
It is exactly what I would imagine Beyonce to smell like, because it's not. It is very versatile. Like, I feel like you can dress it up or dress it down.
I like that.
Like, it's like soft but not overly floral, because I don't like floral.
Mm.
But it has like a little citrusy note, so it's like bright at the same time. I'm like,
So like
ugh.
day to night?
Yeah,
Oh, I like that.
definitely.
Okay.
Again, being influenced.
Yeah.
Heavily.
Mhm.
All right.
Yep.
We'll have to have to
Take
come
all
back.
my coins, Beyonce.
Just
And is. And truly is.
sacred. Just make sure you remember your lock sisters.
But you can still use like the shampoo and conditioner.
Oh,
and all
for
that stuff, right?
sure. I'm just, some twisting gel would be nice. So,
Oh,
Okay.
fair enough.
just
Facts.
in case you, and when you come out with it, just know I said it first.
Stamp.
So,
Oh gosh.
I don't know what that looks like, but go ahead.
Back my
just a
science.
little check, would help.
All right, y'all. Well, if you couldn't tell by now, at least my outfit was prepared
Saya
for
alone.
today. I thought that my co-host would join me, but clearly I'm on an island by myself.
I mean, I wore
You're
Beyonce
not.
gear.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Don't have anything cowboy.
I
Me.
mean,
Me either.
Maybe a bandana. I probably could have worn that.
yeah. See,
Forgot.
I pulled pieces from
No,
different places.
you pulled out all the stops.
Yes, I did.
Show them that belt.
If we go into this concert, I might get assless chaps. And then I can join you.
Assless straps, where you wearing that to?
In here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they missed the concert. Nope.
I mean, it was pretty close last year.
Facts.
True.
I mean, listen, if we're going to the concert, I will go all out. I need
Again.
time to prepare.
I mean, basically.
Fair enough.
Okay. Anyway, so we are definitely talking about Beyonce. We are talking about her new country music. So our song of the week should be Music that is by Black country artists.
Oh, they have to be
Oh.
black?
That's not what we said.
I thought that's what we said.
No, we didn't specify.
We just said country music.
We just said country music, but
Well,
I
mine
went
is
to Black
We knew
country.
yours would be. Yours
Yeah.
always is somebody black, which I love.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean,
Actually, I
mine
have
is
two.
too.
Actually, mine is black too.
See, I did all of that.
Not me
Left
being
it
odd
in
man out.
dust.
Okay,
Mine is Beyonce.
Not let me go first. Let me go ahead and claim it
16
real quick.
characters. Although now when I hear that song, I think of the blend with the Maxwell song.
I do
yeah.
like
No,
that
the
blend.
mashups for her music have been really,
Fire.
really good.
They're always
Yes.
so
I
good.
Is yours
haven't heard that
really
one yet.
Beyonce?
No, if we're saying if it was gonna be black.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow, you cheated.
Ironic. That actually blends in very nicely with my song.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
Mine is Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood.
Oh,
Yeah, I love that song. It was like on a
Thank
playlist
before
in my
you
college years that we
cheat.
would play like
that one.
getting ready for games
Oh.
or like, just like when you're in the locker room, like after practice or whatever, like one of the CDs we had that song on it. So I know every word and we would just be in there blasting it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, since we're throwing it back. Mine is Need You Now, formerly Lady Antebellum, now Lady A.
Oh, yeah.
I used to love that song.
True.
Yeah.
They're
I
so
like it.
good too.
They
Yeah. And then I also like Freedom Was a Highway by Jimmy Allen.
By who?
Jimmy Allen.
Whew.
And
I'm
Brad
naming all
Paisley.
these songs. I'm like,
Yeah.
Which one of them
I've
was
heard
black?
of Lady Antebellum.
Jimmy Allen, I'm pretty sure, is black.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least
I thought
he's black.
Lady-
Betty James, that's his name. Wait, no. I don't know. I don't know.
What is
Beatty.
happening?
I think it's Beatty.
Is it Beatty?
Maybe.
James Beatty?
No.
No. Beatty James?
I don't know who
Betty
song this
James?
is. I just know the song. Freedom Was a Highway.
Okay.
I don't know. There's a black man on the cover. I'm assuming he's the one.
Mm.
Okay. Gonna stop embarrassing myself
Well.
right now.
They like country music.
Love it. My genre.
Fully immersed.
Okay. Me.
Yeah.
So actually in my household, country music is played because my mama, if you knew her, you knew that a good Western was always gonna be on.
That's
Or my brother in love that loves country and could probably go to any Lone Star, if you know what that restaurant is. Is it Lone Star?
No.
And sing every song on the
Longhorn?
playlist. Longhorn? No, there used to be a Lone Star
Oh, okay.
before there was a Longhorn. And could
My phone is on silent. Just to be clear, it is on silent.
It's not.
It is.
You got any more alarms?
Maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna check that
that
real
maybe. But could probably sing any country music. But I think can I be bad and do like maybe 4?
Four?
quick. Wow.
I'll be
Two.
quick.
Okay.
I'll be quick.
That'd be cool.
I would, and the only reason why I say this one because it reminded me of my mother, and it was just on very recently in my house was Bootin' Scootin' Boogie. So my mom y'all remember where she had like that boot on her foot for like forever. So and she used to love that stupid song. But she also loved that song too. So
the rudeness of it all.
the irony
my
of it all, we were
gosh.
talking. Quick story. We were
Has to be
talking
quick.
about
Not
her.
you being the tangent.
The story, the TV glitched and then popped back on to this country song, and it was Bootin' Scoot Boogie. I was like, all right, girl, you messing with me. But anyway, it was just a nice little, whatever. But I think one of our household favorite was Fancy by Reba McEntire.
That's the lady with red hair.
Yep.
She was in Little Rascals.
Mm,
Wasn't she the race car driver? That's it.
maybe.
Wanted to meet?
To be honest with you, I'm not
Maybe.
sure.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
It's
I don't
been a
remember.
long time
it's been
since
a
I've
long
seen that
time.
movie.
I think she might.
She got a show called Reba.
It's not printed
Yes.
into your brains like mine.
She has a show called Reba. But then
She sang at the Super Bowl.
I'm just
Yep.
gonna Google it.
She
It's
did.
fine.
It's fine. We'll keep
and
going.
then most recently, probably the one I've been banging in my car the most is Buckle Bunny, because that thing go
Oh, yeah.
by
Aw,
Tanner
you took
Adell.
mine.
Oh,
You said you didn't have nobody black.
that's not true.
Oh, she
Oh.
did
I
say she
ain't said
did.
it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's mine.
'cause I'm a Buckle Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing had me doing a full body roll in the car.
Oh,
Reba was in Little Rascals. Just
Oh, okay,
Okay,
cool.
fair enough.
Thank you. But yeah, that's all of my multitudes of songs. Sorry, sorry.
no, that's it. That's all I got. I got one.
okay, but
Just
who is that
one?
person?
Yeah.
Yes, one. I don't listen to country like that.
Nicole, what was the song you were like,
How are
Saya
you
has
shocked?
one?
Wait, explain why you're shocked.
Because I literally thought she said the other day that she had a multitude of.
No.
Ones that I'm starting to like, but nothing like this one. That's it.
What is the song that y'all love so much?
The Buckle Bunny? That one?
Yeah.
You want to hear it?
Here you go.
All right.
It's all over TikTok, I feel like.
It is.
Oh, I'm trying to understand if I've heard it before. I might have. I just don't know.
I think I've shared it with you guys before.
But also, what was the song you were like, Saya has one, but she probably doesn't know it?
The oh God.
Buckle Bunny?
So it's like a line dance song. So I figured Saya would like it because she likes it.
I do like a good line dance.
Yeah.
But I don't know that song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saya, I promise you do. Hold on. Cause now I gotta pull it.
Okay, we'll find out both these songs.
Okay, Saya's going first.
This is a song.
I'm at the mini mart in a mini skirt, about to steal your man in a torn up t-shirt. This ain't the Hamptons, we all got tramp stamps, acrylic covered and barbecue at the line. Gas throw me in a saddle, spin me like a spur, make my snake skin rattle.
Spin it like a what?
The song.
Okay. I definitely heard spin it like a sperm, and I was like, wow.
You never heard this?
Really went there. No.
I feel like one
It
time
is
on
such a
TikTok, it was
banger.
every other song.
No, interesting.
Okay.
It might be also because Big Brother is listening to us. But no, this is the one that I thought Saya would love.
Why are you swiping so hard?
Take a sip with it and lean back, put your hips in it. Take it down now. Take it to the left.
It's this dude.
I feel like I hear that on social media all the time
see?
too.
Well,
Yeah.
That's new.
in another episode of Our Algorithms Heavily Differ.
Mine and Nicole's are similar, apparently.
Right.
I hear both those songs all the time.
Right. But anyway, good
All right,
time.
so this week's topic is Black country music and Beyonce.
Mhm.
Yes.
As you can see, we're talking about how we've been influenced by her dropping those two songs.
Some of us more heavily than others.
Yep, apparently. There's been a lot of talk around, how she's influenced the genre and what she's done for and all that kind of stuff. So I guess we're going to start with the history, because I didn't know that Black people kind of originated country music.
We originated everything.
Wasn't aware.
Except colonization.
Okay. But yeah, they were saying like even like the banjo, how that originated in Africa and it came over here because slaves, like it came with, when they brought the slaves over, the banjo instrument like came with them. And how like even Negro spirituals and all that stuff like that was kind of like the start of country music. And then minstrel shows, when white people started doing those, when they were imitating Black people and bringing the banjo, like that's kind of like how it was infiltrated into white culture. I had no idea until we started talking about this topic. So when people are like, country music started with Blacks, I was like, huh? No idea. I just assumed it was like kind of like a lead off of blues music. I thought like we kind of started blues. Country music kind of was like influenced by that. And that's where it started from. I didn't know.
Didn't country music come first?
It did.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that until
No, I understand.
like doing all this research about it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
No, I probably have listened more to Black country music than I have previously, just because we started it. It's like, it's the whole concept of storytelling, I think is what is the premise for country music. But, like I feel like with a country song, it's not like just a bop. Like you can actually listen and resonate with the words. Maybe I'm a little bit quicker than you would something else. Not gonna say it's the only, you
Why do you look like that?
I'm trying to understand the context.
No, I'm
because
just saying,
it's telling
like,
a story that you could possibly relate to, because there are certain things in that story that you may have experienced yourself. So I think that's.
I think it's just easier to relate than having to, because I feel like other music, I listen to the beat first and then the words.
Oh, I guess I'm making that face because like with R&B, I feel like I
Same.
resonate a lot. So like to say a lot of country songs are like, I'm fucking up your pickup Ford Chevy and I can't resonate with that.
Saddle up.
That's fair.
So that's why I'm just trying to understand.
No, that's fair. That's just, me.
It's all. I feel like it's all. A lot of this. Well, I don't listen to a lot of country music, but the ones that I like are all heartbreak, love, or you know what I mean. I want to cry in my
R&B.
car,
Right.
or the
Listen.
shower type songs, and so like those are the ones that I like.
When I was rediscovering my Carrie Underwood song this morning, I was like, it's on Spotify, it'll like start going down songs, and it was like playing one that was like, there's not enough rain in Oklahoma to wash away the sins in this home, and I was like, wow.
Going deep.
Right.
Sis is
Resonated
going
with that?
through.
Okay, no. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Nope, it's just that one song. It is.
Okay. All right. So how are you guys feeling about Beyonce and her dropping this country music and what you feel?
First of all, sis looked fly as fuck at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
let me just first
Flawless.
address that. Like the wig was. Someone said, "Oh, never mind. It's rude, so I won't say it." But it looked flawless. It was really amazing.
Okay.
I mean, she looked good at the awards in her fit. I mean, when did she not look good?
That's
I didn't
true.
love her look for.
I wanted to like it. I didn't.
Why?
Because I get it. Like
Yeah.
I understand that it's like a motif that she's creating. Like she's entering a new era, so like
Yeah.
every look is going to be a part of that era. But I don't love all the looks.
Yeah, it wasn't my
Equally.
favorite look of hers. Her Super Bowl look was, to me, she looked spot on. Makeup, styling, hair, everything was.
And still in the theme.
Yeah, I thought she looked great.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's just my preference.
Yeah,
It's not
same.
to say
Like,
she doesn't look good.
I don't love all her looks all the time. That particular one just wasn't one of my favorites.
Oh, okay.
What have you thought about her styles?
I really don't know that I've been paying attention this time around. I will have to admit. I was like, I don't remember either.
Shocked by you.
I didn't see her
I
at
know,
the Super Bowl.
right?
That might be
I'm shocked by
why.
myself. But I also feel like the Super Bowl I watched by myself and I barely watched it all. And then I didn't watch the awards. I feel like I was more concerned about what Jay-Z was saying on stage. And I really, like the 2 seconds they would like blip to her, I wasn't focused in. I was just thinking about what he was saying. So honestly,
That's
I
fair.
really don't remember either one. I'm like, dang, how did that even happen?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
I
didn't watch
also
the
remember
awards.
when Dua Lipa was dancing in front of Blue Ivy, and Blue Ivy was like, and Beyonce was like, don't look at me right now.
Yeah. But so outside of the shock drop of these two songs, because Tiffany and I were both like, where is it? She's dropped music.
Immediately.
What platform is it on? How do we find it? Where is it? Were you shocked when it was country?
Yes.
Same.
I missed the whole like next quarter of the Super Bowl because I was looking for the music.
Yeah.
It didn't take that long, but you get what I'm saying.
I mean, it was delayed.
it was.
It wasn't right away.
Yeah.
It was not seamless, but that was fine. I mean, the number
Yeah.
still went up.
I think I was shocked, but I don't know that I was like, I kind of liked it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was kind of one of those things of like, oh, okay, this is what you're going to do.
Sure.
But at the same time, it's like, but okay. Like
Yeah.
this, if we're going to ride into the sunset together on something new, let's do it.
On
Like,
this
let's-
silver horse.
Yes, on a silver horse with your silver hat. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was nice to see her being like, I know y'all normally expect this, but I'm going to give y'all something different.
Mm.
You know, a lot of artists don't captivate an audience in that way.
Ooh, I want to talk about it.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. That
What
was
are your
my
thoughts too?
So when I first heard the song, Texas Hold'em,
Mhm.
it sounded oddly familiar. So like, of course, I'm like trying to run it back in my mind. Like, why does it sound so oddly familiar? And then I'm like, could it be that she might have like plugged it at the end of her movie? Like, you know how like you hear something and it's like,
Yeah,
I
you did
know
say
I've
familiar,
heard it
yeah.
before.
Well, if they ever put the movie out, we can watch it back and find out.
Yeah, because I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
But
I don't know.
just
It just
remember
felt like it
House
was
at
might
the
have
end of the
been-
movie.
That's right. It was the one
Oh.
she had just dropped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I could have been mishearing, but you know how something sounds oddly familiar? That's it. That's what it felt like to me. But when I saw that it was country, I thought two things. Either Beyonce's reclaiming something that's always belonged to us. And two, it's like, oh, if you're not gonna give me album of the year for the genres I normally am operating in, then maybe I'll try another one.
Let
and
me come
keep
to you.
going.
You know what's funny? When I was looking at stuff, so Beyonce also had like Daddy Lessons years ago that she put out, which is a very heavy country song. And she performed it at the CMAs, but they refused the Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Grammys or CMAs? I can't remember. They refused to put it in. No, it was the Grammys. They wouldn't put it in the country category. They said it didn't fit enough of like country elements to qualify to be a country song. So to me, it was also just kind of like they cannot deny her now. You know, like this is like, even though that song to me felt very country, because I remember a lot of people being like, I hate this song. Like, I don't even know why she put it out. But these two songs to me, like maybe the song itself, it sounds familiar because like the banjo and kind of like the beats of these songs are very like, they're very country elements. So you probably heard something similar since you're a country enthusiast. You know what I mean?
I'm singing all of that.
Yeah, it probably sounds familiar. Like maybe the sound, just the chords and the instruments and all that stuff sounds familiar to you. But I agree. This one kind of feels like this is very undeniable country music. So it's like you can't not allow her to be in this space.
Yeah. Even though they tried in Oklahoma to like, well, we don't play Beyonce in this radio station. And then the label had to like, reassign the category of the two songs for them to like make sure that they were part of the country genre.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But the song that you're talking about, is that the same song that she performed maybe at the CMAs with the Dixie Chicks?
Yeah.
After they were like getting canceled or whatever.
I think it was around the same time. But I think it was the Dixie Chicks.
Yep.
Yeah. But she performed it at the CMAs and the Grammys still refused to like put it in the category.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with Lil Nas X.
Of course I did.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the same thing. They're like, oh, this doesn't fit into, or it doesn't. I don't even
Even
know
though
how
Billy Ray Cyrus is on it.
Same thing. So that him and Nelly and Tim McGraw.
Oh, yeah.
It's all
That,
in my head. That song.
Is that the wood grain leather one?
Over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's all I remember. But they were saying the same thing. Like, I don't know how, like, how many elements has to be in a song for it to qualify.
White elements.
I mean, that's what it's giving. It's giving.
Does
You're
this
black.
happen to white artists? They ever get
Well, it happened to Justin Bieber.
trying to be
R&B?
Trying to be R&B. And they're like, no. You're pop.
That's fair. But it happens to black artists a lot that we get pigeonholed into R&B and hip hop strictly, which is like, I feel like it's, and maybe this is like rude of me to say, but with white artists, there's so many more genres that you could fit into. Right. But if you're black, it's like you're automatically hip hop or R&B, and then we're like fighting amongst ourselves to win awards because if everybody black is in those two categories, then like, what are we? Like what? And white people.
What else do you want?
But it's also, I wonder why, like, I don't know enough about country music to wonder why they're holding on to it so tightly. Because even when I was...
It's because if everybody black started doing country music, then what are they gonna have to cling to?
I mean, there's other genres. There's like folk.
What?
Say it again. Say it again.
Folk music. I don't know. Like, I feel like there's other stuff. Right. You said there's a ton. You just said there's a ton of genres for them.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that all of them are like country either.
Okay. I just didn't know that, like, I guess with everything, when black people start heavily being into one genre, they now have to break off to like be represented. Because there's now like a black country music for the Opry. Like, I forgot what it's called specifically, but they had to kind of like branch out just to even get some type of, be included or like some type of representation. Because do you guys remember when Kama's show stopped doing R&B and she wants to do country because she's from Tennessee, I believe. And same thing kind of like Beyonce, where they grew up on country music, love country music, but the label wouldn't let her do it. They tried to keep her in R&B.
She still dropped her album, I think.
I've heard from people they really like her music.
I've heard that too.
I mean, she can sing. Like she, same thing when I was going down this rabbit hole of just black country artists. I don't know if I found a video of her singing country music, and she sounds beautiful. Like,
I think she just performed on the CMAs.
Oh, did she?
Recently.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
One award show.
She's been fighting.
I mean, she has been fighting. But I also think
she got a whole new face too.
Very interesting that it's like you have a lot of it's influence. I mean, ultimately, Beyonce is influencing a whole market, and now you hear people like K. Michelle and things like that.
Yeah.
Why are y'all laughing at me?
We're not laughing at you. Laughing at Carol. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I was trying to reel it in, right?
I could not.
Sorry. She looks so different. She looks beautiful. She looks
Got a
different.
whole new sound. Got a whole new face too. God damn.
Okay.
She does.
It's beautiful.
Have you seen her?
What did she look like before?
Oh my.
She look. I mean, she just doesn't look like herself anymore.
It's
to me,
giving Renee Zellweger.
haven't.
to me, she's still pretty. She just doesn't look the same.
Oh
You
Jesus.
want me to show you?
Yes.
She got all of her
please.
implants taken out and reconstructed
did?
her face.
Oh, I
That
didn't know
part
she
I
did both.
remember. I just saw her on
okay?
Marriage Boot Camp. How much has she changed since then?
I don't know.
Oh.
Not the nervous laugh. Sorry, we don't have to do this. So,
Please, I like
Now I gotta send this picture to Patrick.
No, Jesus.
all right. So we talked about how have you guys started listening to more country music since Beyonce? I know you already weren't. Like for me, I started trying to find more Black country artists that I could be introduced to after this.
What I've committed to is listening to 16 Carriages at least once a day. Can't say much beyond that.
Okay.
However, you did send that new playlist, so I will start listening.
Yeah. I just I sent them a Black country artist playlist on Spotify that someone created that was really good. And I discovered, what's this girl's name? Rena Roberts. I think if you like Buckle Bunny, you'll like her. She has a couple like those kind of like ratchety country music, but also like some classics too. So yeah, I'm enjoying this little
Error.
era, like finding new people. Like I hope that they're finding a resurgence too. Like I hope that these Black country artists are, their streams are going up.
That's going to be the
Right.
next
They are going up.
Oscars category, Ratchet Country.
I can't wait.
So,
Oscars or Grammys.
their views are definitely going up because
Oh, Grammys,
Tanner
sorry.
put a whole y'all know social media.
Is Tanner the Buckle Bunny girl?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Social media and I are not
Cute.
we have a love-hate relationship, but Tanner did this I can't remember if it was on TikTok or Instagram where it was like the trend where it's when you agree with something but he's like when I have a problem with and then you say nothing at all. So it was like I have a problem or something along the lines of I have a problem with Beyonce coming into country and then she just sips her tea and is doing her makeup and she's saying absolutely nothing. People are like, oh my God, I can't. But they're like, girl, you a brave soul because you know the Beehive is.
Oh, she's
But if
shading
you watched
Beyonce?
it,
No, she's not
but it's
shading.
people being like, these are all the reasons that it's problematic for Beyonce
That-
to become
that-
to be in
Oh,
country music,
gotcha.
and then it's a silent video because she
Yes.
doesn't have any problems with
Okay,
it.
gotcha.
That
But
part.
all the comments are usually like, "Girl, the way I was ready to type this paragraph."
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. It for a split second, people are like, wait, are you and then she goes to like explain herself in her own comments. She was like, why are y'all not getting it? Like there's a whole trend that is happening on social media right now. And I love this woman and I am grateful that she is bringing some light over here into the space that we operate in.
Yeah. No, I love this.
Because she's a country artist too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You be in our group chat secretly?
No.
Because I sent that.
Oh.
Oh wow. Okay.
It popped up in my algorithm.
Probably
So
'cause
you
I
be on
sent it.
social media, just not in our.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, all right.
Not
all
on
right,
track.
all right.
I do
Checking,
a-
checking.
If we
I do a
share
quick
enough
scroll.
stuff, eventually she'll see the things.
It'll affect
that
her
we-
algorithm.
Yes.
That's what's happening. Yeah. We're infiltrating her algorithm. Not that she's actually paying attention to what we're sending her, but somehow Instagram is like, you know what? They've sent enough stuff to you. Let's just kind of put it in front of you.
So not the fact that I just like Buckle Bunny, that's not
So
what
you're
drove
just not even going to claim
Wow.
Wow.
anything about us.
that. I love y'all.
Wow.
Cool.
This ain't, you
Back to
know what?
Beyonce.
Anyway,
At least I listen to the podcast.
No, we need to do this. The intervention ASAP.
Tomorrow.
still have no idea.
Nope.
Okay. I think the thing that I would like to bring up in this conversation, though, is whether or not artists that create music in an alternative genre than what they brought their core audience along with them in ostracizes their audience or introduces them to a new genre.
For me, it introduced me to a new genre. Like, I don't think I feel like part of being an artist is trying to create and explore. So if you want to create and explore something different, although country is not that different for Beyonce, it's just not her core genre. I don't know. To me, if it's good music, it's good music. I don't care. I'll listen to it if it's good. Nicole hates it.
I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that. I think that is definitely like you influence it's almost like you are opening a door for some listeners. I mean, not everybody is going to love what you love or your artistry, but you can introduce them to it and they can either like it or they don't. But I bet you one thing, they still listen to it.
I do have a caveat.
What?
I do feel a little, sometimes when very explicit artists go into like gospel or spiritual music, that one it's harder for me.
You didn't listen to Mace's
Wait, what about-
gospel album?
Really?
Also, what about Kanye?
No.
Didn't you listen to his?
He wasn't on it.
Huh?
Sunday Service Choir. Kanye's not on that album.
Oh.
It's just the choir. No, I'm talking about like when I think Nicki
But what about
Minaj
his-
did a song with Tasha Cobb.
Yeah, no, I can't take that.
It was
serious.
just like it just feel to me sometimes it's hard for me to like get
This
out
feels
of.
blasphemous.
But I mean, like I feel like I'm blasphemous sometimes. You know what I mean? So it's just like I understand that you can do both. It's just sometimes hard for me in that particular space to listen to both.
I think it also
get
depends
that I'm a hypocrite. I
on
do
when
understand.
you know or when you follow a person enough to know what their foundation is. It's like, okay, perfect example, Fantasia. Like she came out talking about being a baby mama, but I know that her root is in the church. So if she dropped a gospel album right now, I'd be like, let's listen.
But she's not talking about like popping her pee. You know what I mean? Like it's not as explicit to me. I'm
Yeah.
talking
I
about
mean,
like
I
very
agree.
explicit artists going into it. That's the only time I'm like,
No, I'm with you. I feel like the same. If it was like Cardi or Megan, I'd be like,
I was
huh?
about to say, come on, Cardi.
But yeah,
Go
I
ahead
don't
and drop
consider
that
like
rap
Fantasia
gospel
to be
album.
like explicit.
yeah.
She's just talking about her life.
True. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Don't know that I agree with that one.
Oh, go ahead.
Hmm.
Go off, sis.
I think I appreciate the duality of some people sometimes. So to what Nicole was saying, if you may have started off as very ratchet, but the Black experience in America is very much usually centered around the church and your history in one way or shape or
That
form,
part.
right?
Very true.
So for me, I can totally see a lot of people who found their success in being explicit, also bringing it back to where, we didn't all start off explicit in our lives. So, hey, that transition, if that's where you're at in your life, I kind of feel like that would work for me because it doesn't feel disingenuous. And I think that that's also why this transition for Beyonce for me felt like, oh, okay, this is like her roots. So that feels okay for me. I was thinking about one person who didn't do it for me. And this may be also because she wasn't in the industry long enough. 2, she was kind of in the industry trying to make a name for herself. So she kind of did whatever was necessary. And then when she got famous enough, switched to what she really wanted to do, which was probably always in her roots, but I didn't identify with those roots, so it didn't work for me.
I'm trying to guess who you're gonna say.
Miley Cyrus.
No, Pink.
That's what I thought too.
Pink.
Oh.
You remember she started off very R&B because she was with
You make me sick.
yeah, and I was all about her. That first album, I was like, yes, girl, come on, Tina Marie, let's do it.
Mhm.
And then she went very pop, and no shade to her, it just didn't resonate with me. So I was like, she's doing very well in that arena as well. It just was like, oh, well, best of luck to whatever you do. Nothing against you.
She
You have a
lost
great
you.
voice, but she lost me.
Fair.
I
And
can
I
hear
was like, so I think that that's another thing too. Like you can very much lose the audience that does not resonate with where you came from, right? As much as where you ended up or started off at, right? So that could very well be, I think a lot of people were talking about Beyonce becoming very militant in her music or very Black in her music, lost a lot of white people because you're not talking or speaking to the things that they can resonate with.
Mhm.
So I don't think that and there's no shade if some people did or some people stayed. It's just a thing of what you resonate with from the music. If that doesn't resonate with you, then you may lose some people.
Yeah.
It just
Which
is
is
what it
so
is.
interesting because that was, I mean, I guess similarly to how I feel about this, like that is one aspect of her music, but it's
Mhm.
not
Oh,
all of her music.
You talking about Pink or Beyonce?
Beyonce specifically.
Okay.
Pink I get. I think that for me, like for people to transition from very explicit music to gospel, for me, it would have to be a shift in like a long-term shift.
Mhm.
Like going to explicit to gospel, I don't think I could I couldn't. We
So
got to
where
decide.
are we today?
Yeah, like, are we progressing down a path? Or are we backsliding? Because
Is it Saturday night or is it Sunday morning?
I understand it, but just tell me where we're at.
Right. In terms of like, yeah, for like Beyonce, I think I'm of two minds about it. Like, I think it's great. Like, I'm very excited about like what it's gonna do in this space, and I think that that's why she's such an influential artist and like one of one. But there is a part of me that also like misses like R&B Beyonce. Like I really miss that aspect of her. And now to have like 2 albums back to back where there was obviously R&B in like Plastic on the Sofa was my shit with the first album. But there's this aspect where I'm like, even though I like 16 Carriages, Texas Hold'em is not for me. I've tried. I've really tried. I'm still hoping that the whole album isn't going to be like this.
You don't want a country album.
You don't want a full country
wondering, album? I don't know if I'm going to be able to like
fully embrace it.
Be all in. Like,
so for you, country is not close enough to R&B for you? Or you just want like a good ballad?
Oh, I always want a good ballad. So there's that. But there's
good R&B ballad today. Because you have a good country ballad too.
Yeah. Which I love.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to specify that it needs to be like a good R&B ballad. But I just am not. It just doesn't doesn't grip me. Like I want it to. Like I'm not even like, I'm not trying to fight it. It just doesn't grab me. And so like I'm not gonna, this isn't gonna be like, well, I guess Beyonce and I had a good run. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's not what it entails for me. But it is an interesting conversation to me about like how your audience can ebb and flow based on where you're at in your trajectory as an artist. And I'm a person who's like always been in favor of people getting to try new things with their artistry, because I can understand how it gets boring or you feel like you're just like completing a formula rather than like really creating, really pushing your boundaries. And I hate that for people. So like that's not what I'm advocating for either. It just is a question that presented itself to me.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Listen, if Beyonce pulls out at least 2 to 3 line dance songs on her album, she might have a new Beehive fan. Because for me, I like music that you can dance to, right? For me, that's a really important element of music for me. And so if she...
sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Did you feel like you could dance to the last one?
A little bit, some of them. Yeah, not the whole album. So there were the ones that I resonated with were ones I could find myself dancing to. And that's always been that way.
But it didn't turn you Beehive?
No.
So what about this would turn you?
She doesn't do a lot of music where you dance to it, right? There isn't a lot of stuff that she does. She does good music, but it's not, you don't hear a lot of Beyonce songs in the club, right? It's just not going to be that case. But if you're pulling out...
What club are you going to? What club are you going to?
Not ones that play that.
But this is interesting because people qualify that album as a dance album.
Yeah.
I know, but I also, I also don't go to a lot of the gay boy clubs because that type of house music doesn't do it for me. Okay. Right. So like if you can grab me with a song and make me want to dance Beyonce, I'm there.
So is Texas Hold'em, like, are you into it?
It's not bad. I still in it a little bit more, but it's like, I feel like she's going to give me at least 1 or 2 on this one. And I'm excited about that. Okay. Cause I'm like, okay, Beyonce, like she has the potential to be able to do that. She's done it on a couple albums where there's like 1 and there's 2. She'll sprinkle in some for me. Then I'm like, oh, okay. Like I'm still not all the way there because I'm not a ballad girl. I'm just not a ballad girl. It's never done anything for me. But if you give me something to move to, me and you all day. So I'm going to be locked in. I'm ready for it. Because I feel like that's also something that we as a people enjoy having, right? As an album that not only speaks to your soul, but something you can also move to. And if country music definitely does line dances that works for her, knock it out. Like Beyonce, I want to see you pull up a nice little line dance with 8 count. Let me know. I'm ready, sis. Let's go.
It's so funny because I vividly like Love on Top, Party are 2 songs I feel like I don't go out. Well, when I was heavy out, I feel like I heard them every single time I went out.
True.
Every single time. And even with, I guess now people aren't really dancing in clubs anyway. It's more like a loungy stand around like.
Here.
Yeah. So like I feel like a lot of the songs on Renaissance, they were playing out too, but people aren't trying to like, they're not doing a lot of dancing. They're just, we're just out having a good time talking.
To look cute.
Yeah.
TikTok dances have ruined a lot of things though also. So there's also that. Like,
yeah.
We're only doing straight up and down and how many.
We want to know the moves before we make a fool of ourselves.
Yeah. And I feel like I've heard a lot of Beyonce in the club. I am probably not the genre like the age range she is like looking to make any of this music for. But when we used to dance, for me, there would be like 1 or 2 Beyonce songs, but there were not like 8. You wouldn't hear 8 Beyonce songs through the night because she's just not a person who makes music for the club. So that's,
Fair
and
enough.
it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It just wasn't, I always would be like, oh, I would love to like love Beyonce some more, but it's never anything that is going to get me dancing. It's just not.
Okay.
I
You're
think the other-
teeter-tottering on being disrespectful, but we'll move on.
I think the other aspect, the beauty of Beyonce transitioning into new genres is that with someone who has been at the top of her career for so long, her venturing out of R&B gives the R&B girly space to grow into.
That's fair.
Instead of being like cut at the knees all the time by
Yeah.
having to compete with Beyonce as they're trying to grow in their
Yeah.
craft, it like gives them the
That's
room to like step into their own like light, which is really cool to watch because
Yeah.
R&B girlies right now are killing it.
Yeah, that's a good point too,
That is a good
especially
point.
award season. Because besides album of the year, if you're in any other category with Beyonce, you're likely not going to win.
Yeah.
So that's fair. It's kind of like Nicki Minaj for a long time, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's a good point.
Did you want to go into your Taylor versus Beyonce?
Sure. I don't want to call it that because I'm
Oh.
trying not to be the person who would like incites this division or whatever's happening. But
Was it chick chick? Was it gun cock?
but that's not, I'm not shooting at anybody. I just am, the conversation around like who moves the needle most between Beyonce and Taylor Swift obviously keeps happening and it's very annoying. But this shift for Beyonce made me realize that Taylor could never do this in the hip hop space. So like while Beyonce is getting number ones in country music and is bringing her fans along with her into a new genre, while Taylor Swift fans would move into a hip hop space for Taylor, I wholeheartedly believe. I don't think that Taylor Swift could make a hip hop song without it being co-signed by somebody black and be successful in that space.
That's true. I was listening to the Read, their Beyonce episode, and they were just like kind of speculating about her album and if she would put any like really big artists on her, if she would collaborate with any other artists on her country album, and if it would be a Taylor since she has
It would
country
be
music,
so smart.
or would it be like a Reba McEntire or the Dixie Chicks or someone else,
Dolly Parton.
Ooh.
or Dolly, like someone that's
Yeah.
like a very big like iconic country.
It would be really smart to do
artist.
it with Dolly or with Taylor.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see if this will be our Beyonce Taylor collab that they're friendly. Like everyone's trying to kind of pit them together, not against each other. I mean, not that you're doing that, but like there's always this competition, but they always have been like, there's no competition between us. Like you guys are creating this. So it'd be interesting as this is where we get that collab between the two of
Which
them.
is interesting to me because I feel like people always try to make it seem like Beyonce is like, I guess it's what happens like when you become this big, but people always try to make it seem like she's not a girl's girl and she just keeps showing us that she is.
She definitely is.
So Nicole, looks like you want to say something.
She don't want the Taylor Beyonce.
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I could tell.
I'm not saying I want it. I'm just saying it would be smart.
Yeah, I mean,
From a business standpoint.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. So I just briefly heard that Dolly Parton gave Beyonce like the "girl, you got it" type thing.
yeah, she did on Instagram.
That's all you need.
I think Reba did too. I feel like a lot of these like the
So then why do
country
we need,
girlies have been supporting her transition.
I don't think it. I don't.
I don't think Beyonce's going to listen to this podcast and be like, you know what? They're right. Scratch number 8.
Yeah,
I
take
need
Taylor
to make
off.
a song with.
You can be a girl's girl and still let her be over there and you be over here and y'all
Not
be
you
cute
be-
and stay
I think
cute.
she's already being a girl's girl. I'm not saying she needs the collaboration to do it.
I mean, and that's fine. I
Okay.
just.
I need to trigger you.
I'm not
sorry.
looking forward to it. I don't want to hear it.
When does the album drop? March 29th?
Yeah.
Okay.
The same day this episode drops.
Facts today.
Yay,
You know what?
today.
It makes me wonder because I know that there was some, of course, the masses putting in the whole Beyonce versus Taylor. With Beyonce dropping her album, it was conflicting with Taylor dropping her album. I wonder, for those who want to hear a collab, is Beyonce dropping hers with the collab, and then it will feed into Taylor's.
That'd be smart business too.
We'll be smart.
I ain't even gonna hold you.
I still don't want to hear it, but go ahead.
Shoosh.
I'm here for smart business moves at this
I
stage.
am too.
And she's been showing us that she knows exactly what she's doing and how she wants to get
That's
it done.
evident.
So I'm
Sis
you
doesn't
gotta
know.
do sis.
She don't
At
miss.
this stage, I'm for whatever Beyonce feels like she needs to do in order to get that album of the year. Because fuck y'all. Like
That
if
part.
y'all want me to do all the shit that y'all know I already can and will do in order to make it unfucking deniable that title is mine, then all right,
Yeah.
play in my face.
Yeah.
Check.
There's also the conversation about her renaissance and the act 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, what's 3?
Well, and also, that and like she's reclaiming a lot of different genres for the Black community.
Mm-hmm.
So first we had house and dance with act 1. This one, country being act 2. What is 3 going to be? Is it going to be rock, more rock influence?
I think that she's
is it
in
gonna
the
be
space to
gospel?
reclaim all of it.
Yeah. So like, what would act 3 be?
Yeah,
That's
I keep
interesting.
seeing rock. I keep seeing gospel.
Do we need to reclaim gospel?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe to make it more mainstream.
I even see blues. Like if you're looking for a ballad,
Listen, I'll be sliding down the wall listening to that album.
Just crying.
if we're talking about what her visuals as far as like
Yeah, how are you bringing a horse into gospel? So it's probably not.
but I would think maybe the rock with it being the glitter and the bright lights. Yeah, that could very well.
Oh, the concert looks like gonna be fire.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I was also giving like Little Richie, like very, you know what I mean, like just kind of like throwback kind of rock, like esque.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun.
I could see that.
That would be really, really fun.
Also, where are we getting the
Beyonce.
visuals?
Not
Did
Little
it-
Richie. What's his name? Is it Little Richie?
I thought so.
Yeah, I thought so. Who are we talking about? If you're
I
not
don't
talking
think
about
I'm
that,
visualizing another
Prince?
face.
are you saying?
Oh, Prince. Well, that's
No, that's still.
It's still rock, isn't it?
Some of it is, yeah.
a little bit rock and a lot of rock and
Prince the symbol was definitely rock.
Yeah.
Little Richard.
It's the same thing.
Did he call by Little Richie?
no,
It was Little Richard.
it's a little Richard.
Okay, I was
We
like,
knew who you
this is
meant.
wrong.
You meant.
Okay, look, this is wrong. I just can't figure out why it's wrong in my head. Okay, but yeah.
Tutti Frutti.
Oh, Rudy.
Yes.
Okay, you better know.
Have
you
y'all
know.
seen that documentary?
No.
No.
So good.
I watched a
HBO.
little bit of it.
I watched the
there's
Milli
a
Vanilli one. Have y'all
multitude.
seen that?
I need it. Is it good?
I keep hearing about it's good, but it's on Paramount, right?
Yeah.
It's terribly good.
Okay.
I keep hearing it's
Yeah,
really,
watch it.
really good. The Little Richard one, I watched the beginning of it. I was like, oh,
Yeah, it's a lot.
yeah. it's
Which
a
one
lot.
is that on?
HBO, I think.
It was
I
on
need to
TV.
look
Maybe I'll
for
watch
it.
it tonight.
It's really good. A lot of things I did not know about him. I learned,
Me either.
so.
And I only
Listen,
watched 10 minutes.
I
Beyonce,
didn't
if
know.
you're gonna do
Like
that,
what?
please, like,
Tell
let's
me,
do
spoil
it.
just a little bit. Give
No.
me a little-
Let's talk about it later. Let's keep going with this
Okay.
episode.
All right, all
Because
right.
while we're tangenting, it's time for
Because one thing we gonna do.
is
Tangent. Oh my
I don't know
god.
why I can't get that every
You really
single time.
never lied about being rusty. Okay. On the topic of Beyonce, my tangent question is: are we surprised that there aren't a bunch of little girls running around named Beyonce by this time?
I feel like it's
Are they not?
too.
'Cause first of all, I don't know.
I've never met a Beyonce.
I've seen a couple of like weirdly spelled, like Beyonce almost or something,
Hmm.
like once or twice.
Like in real life.
No. It's been like
On social or
yeah.
Oh, I think it's too like specific.
Obvious.
Yeah, I mean, like I remember like a ton of Aaliyahs,
That's why I'm
Yeah.
surprised.
but like Aaliyah feels less.
But I knew Aaliyah's before Aaliyah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I
then
feel
there's
like
that. I didn't-
Beyonce's so like a specific name.
Yeah.
I guess between like Aaliyah's, Mercedes, Lexus's, like I just feel like I wouldn't be shocked. I'm surprised that there's not. Is
I'm
my
not
only
shocked.
point.
It
No,
feels too
I'm
specific
not
to me.
naming my kid that, but I don't hold anything back from the Black community. So I just
I mean,
am a
I
little
think
bit
collectively
surprised.
we were like,
You got it, sis.
I think Beyonce, like even as a name, you know, sometimes somebody will be very popular, so everybody starts naming their child. I don't even think people are bold enough to do that.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised. I just assumed that it would happen at some point.
no. I feel like no.
Because I'm also surprised, like there's not a bunch of little Whitneys running around either. There
But
are some.
Whitney is more of a like common name.
No, it is, but I'm to the same point. Like there's
But I know I can think of 2 Whitneys off the top of my head.
younger than you.
Well, went to school with me.
So that wouldn't.
But like,
really
I don't think
count.
Whitney is like. I feel like
No, it's not
we've
the same.
aged out.
No, it's not the same. I'm just saying, like maybe there's something to that.
The Whitney,
being like
Whitney's you would be talking about would have to have been born in the 90s. So
Right.
they would be a 20 something right now, and I don't know any 20
Me either.
somethings that are that are named Whitney.
They're all 30.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just a
respect. thing.
respect thing, right?
I think the name is just too.
It's one of one.
Yeah,
obvious.
I think the name. Yeah, I think
Like
the
there's
name
no
is just
confusion
too,
about why your
right.
mom named you that.
Like if
Right.
someone named you Whitney, it could be literally anyone in your family. Aaliyah, anyone in your family.
But that's so weird though, at the same time though, because you would think, okay, that's the reason why I want you to know the reason why I named my child this. So in the same aspects of, I'm
Because
like,
people do it for less.
yeah.
I think I saw
That
on the
show-
roll Beyonce Johnson. I don't know. It just feels weird.
It does feel weird.
It
But
does.
I still wouldn't put it past people.
No, and I'm sure there probably are a few, but it's not a.
If your
it's
name
common.
is Beyonce, chime in the comments.
Right. If you name your
Please.
And
child
how old are
Beyonce,
you?
Please.
Let us know.
Please.
Mm.
that'd be so interesting.
All right, that was
All
it. Keep it short and sweet today.
Time for
Coley's Corner. Well, today we have some non-Beyonce Coley's Corner, which is great.
weird.
It's not at all. But actually, no, I'll save my comment for after I give the question. So today's question comes from Six Brown Tricks, of course, one of our favorite followings. The question is, I'm not spiritual and I don't believe in ghosts or any other worldly power. However, I have a concern. My future mother-in-law thinks Naomi, my man's first wife, cursed me before she died.
Oh Jesus!
Right. My man was in the process of divorcing Naomi. He left her for me. Whew, girl.
Wait.
It's a lot happening.
Yeah, already.
Wait.
I'm
I'm already lost. Can you start from the beginning?
Okay, sorry. Okay, let me just paraphrase the top part.
Yeah.
Someone who's not spiritual and don't believe in ghosts or other powers of that sort. My future mother-in-law thinks Naomi, her man's first wife, cursed her before she died.
Mm-hmm.
My man was in the process of divorcing Naomi. He left her for me, but she died unexpectedly, stroke, before he presented her with divorce papers.
Oof.
On 1/2/23, I gave birth to our daughter. That night, Naomi died. Jesus, this is heavy. I delivered my baby alone while he was with the medics trying to resuscitate Naomi.
Hmm?
I never forgave him for that. Fast forward to 12/23/23.
Still his wife.
Okay, fair.
I got my nails done and a new wig installed with the same stylist I've used for a year. So, just a little,
Where's this
maybe she
going?
needs a little sacred. Hold on, Naomi. This is a lot of detail. Sorry. On 1/2/24, my baby's birthday and anniversary of Naomi's death, my man went to lay flowers for Naomi instead of staying at our son's birthday party. I was livid. My wig slid back, taking a patch of hair with it. It's a complete semicircle of baldness in the front of my head.
Yikes.
Sacred.
How did it slip back like that? Did it
right.
get caught on something?
Right.
It
By the
probably
spirit.
wasn't a glueless wig.
It was Naomi.
Snatched
Yeah.
by Naomi.
I went to the ER. The doc said it's probably a chemical reaction or stress-induced alopecia, but it's weird to happen all at once. What the fuck is happening to me? If I'm cursed, is Naomi causing my man to pull away from me too? I want his heart, but I feel like he's cheating. I've never felt so lonely and ugly before. I think maybe you just need some sacred.
Can I ask
this went a lot of
questions?
directions.
Because
I'll-
I need to fill in a blank here.
I'll try to fill in as much blank as I can.
So this young lady began talking to her now husband
Mm-hmm.
while her now husband was still married but separated.
No one said
I'm
that.
gonna hope so.
No one said that.
Okay, because I'm confused because
No one said there was separation.
Nope.
Okay. So then said woman was sleeping with her now husband, got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
He decided he wanted to divorce her on the day she was giving birth to their son.
No. So
She had a stroke before that, but she died,
she had a stroke and died on
This-
the day that their child was born.
which is the same day that he was planning on giving her papers.
No.
No, I think that he just wanted to get papers, but she died first.
Yes.
She had the
He
stroke.
didn't want to get no papers.
He wanted to
was
give
not gonna
papers.
give no
He had no
papers.
plans on
He
getting.
wanted
this
to
is why
give
I
papers,
asked.
but she had a stroke.
No. He never had plans. Honey, leave him.
Well, it's not even just to leave him. Have you ever heard
leave
that?
her for who
married.
She did.
Well, I mean, in
general,
well,
leave him. He ain't.
But we don't know.
Let me say
this. He has deniability at this point.
In a lot
No,
of instances,
At this
I'm
point, he
not going
married
to say
her.
all. Well, hold on. I'm going to say in a lot of instances, not all, how you get them is how you will lose them. And I say that because if you lay down with this man, were in full relationship with him, and got pregnant before divorce was final,
before divorce was even thought of. It wasn't even a thought.
Well, it was a thought. It just wasn't executed.
But now she's married with a child.
What do you mean before it was executed? When
the
you have
threat is
papers, do not 2 signatures have to be on the paper before it even goes to the court?
No, I'm saying it was a thought. I'm just saying it was not executed.
I mean,
he thought about it. He just didn't do it.
Wait, but
I'm not defending him. Sorry.
Let's bring it forward because, like, while I understand what you all are talking about, he's now married this woman and had a child with her. Mm-hmm. And they've been married for more than a year. I don't understand why she thinks that he's cheating beyond the fact that he's paying respects to his ex-wife.
Let me back up just a little bit because it does not.
Because it's giving Chelsea.
It does not.
Love is Blind, season 6.
Because I don't. Let me just. Is it because you have a semicircle of no hair in the top of your head that you now think he's cheating, or is there other? Like, what are we basing that off of?
And why Naomi got it? What Naomi got to do with this? Because she ain't do nothing.
Well, she definitely snatched that wig. She definitely snatched that wig.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm just trying to review really quickly because it does not specify that they got married.
They just have a child
she
together.
Just calls him her husband.
I'm trying to.
That feels red flaggish.
Wait, where did I say husband?
No, Tiff did.
Oh, I thought you said it.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I thought you said my now husband at the very beginning.
My mother-in-law?
My future mother-in-law.
So they're engaged.
Oh, they're engaged. Girl.
Allegedly.
And all she said is my man's. She doesn't say my husband's.
All right, sorry, I changed my vote. Leave him.
You don't have to stay.
Leave him.
No, you don't. Like, it's called co-parenting and a child support check. Like, you should.
I still don't understand what the problem is, though. Is that you want?
So the question on the table.
She's being haunted. That's the problem.
Well, she thinks she's being haunted. But, I mean, is haunting or karma, do they run in a line with each other? Like, can it feel like haunting if you just have guilty conscience?
Yikes.
And the reason why I say
so why would she be getting haunted, not the husband?
Because if you're in awareness.
But he committed the atrocity.
I'm with you.
Did. No, I'm not discounting him from his actions. But I do believe that when you are in a relationship with someone who you know is married and you still choose to have relations with them anyway, then you have some level of accountability as well.
I don't like how you're looking around. She's not talking about none of us. I just want that to be very clear.
I'm not. Let me be very clear. I'm not. I just think it's very
also the fact that she was more concerned about him being there for the birth of their love child.
Yeah.
Instead of
is it love?
I don't know, lust child. When he was married to this other woman, like
till death do they part.
Right, you're constantly trying to
respectfully, Naomi.
Stop!
Let's wrap this shit up.
I'm just gonna say that I think that to Nicole's point, you were probably very fully aware of the way in which you're treating him about his marriage that you willfully entered into and now want to be treated on equal levels as if that was how you entered in the situation, which you did not. So you should leave. Just go. You started this on bad footing. It's not working out for you. You should go. There's no need to there's no marriage needed here. We can just say our dues and you know keep it moving.
Competing with the deceased woman is crazy work.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right. Time for meme of the week.
Before we get to meme of the week, if anyone has any submissions to Coley's Corner and the local auntie panel, please make sure.
If you want to get dragged like this lady did.
Thank God we don't know her.
Just get some sacred, girl, and just know that Karma's a bitch. Anyway, email us at wkutogether@gmail.com.
Sound effect.
Or DM us respectfully at What Keeps Us.
Jesus.
You know it's gotta be respectfully at this point. Oh my God. All right, time for meme of the week. Okay, this one comes. I feel like it's a good transition, kind of, from what we just talked about, from the best Christian memes, and it says, "Me yelling at squirrels in the street to move so they don't die is probably the same feeling God has watching me live my life in the States."
That girl dodging your nature.
Just move. Oh my gosh.
Move out your own way.
Yeah.
That is really funny to think about. Just God down from the heavens. Move. Just move.
How many signs do I have to give you?
There.
More than that, apparently.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you for second chances.
In 8th.
Right. I'm
And
trying.
25th.
I promise I'm trying.
Thank you, Lord. All right. Well, it's time for Aftershade.
All right. Who are we affirming today? Are we affirming Beyonce? Are we
Naomi.
affirming...
Yeah, after y'all tore her ass down.
Wait,
No,
Naomi.
Naomi is dead.
Why are you looking for the living amongst the dead?
All right.
Let Naomi rest.
Please, Lord, let her rest.
All right.
Yeah, Beyonce, the new
Whoever
or not
we
new,
want
the
to
country,
affirm.
the black country artists who are doing it, the white country artists who are shaking in the
Better
boots.
be embracing it.
Mine's just going to be more general.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, I don't know if I'm going to affirm someone specific.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I'll go. Mine will be quick. I want to affirm that you can be creative in whatever space you want to be in, and that you don't have to allow other people to pigeonhole you or put you in a box. If you want to branch out in whatever area that is, then you should have the freedom, and you should do whatever feels comfortable to you, and not to worry about what other people think about what you're doing.
My Aftershade is the same as Carol's.
The end.
I feel like you're going to say it more eloquently than me, so go for
Yeah,
it.
go ahead and tag on. Add on.
I mean, honestly, very similarly, I was just going to say that we are dynamic people that are not any one thing, and where everyone wants you to choose a path, be in a niche, know your audience. You don't have to do any of those things. You can do what comes naturally to you and what direction you are being moved towards, that God is moving you to. You don't have to answer to labels, audiences, people, expectations. You can do what's right for you at any time, and the people who are meant to come with you will come with you.
Amen. See, you did.
Yeah.
Wrapped it up in a nice, cute little bow.
You gonna go, Nicole, or me? Should I go?
Please, you go.
All right. I want to affirm for our listeners today that I think there's always that that period in our lives where we may not be exactly sure of what is to happen next, or you're feeling like you're not really receiving the credit that you deserve. I want to affirm for especially like a lot of people who I feel like were in that black country genre before Beyonce came in, and now are having that explosion. I feel like that happens in a lot of people's lives, right? Where like you're moving along, you're doing the things that you think you should be doing, but life just isn't really affirming for you what you think that it should.
Victoria Monet, we see you, sis.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Like just be patient in knowing that if it is for you, God will blow up your spot however necessary. He may bring his own Beyonce in to help shine the light on the things that you are doing. So
Okay.
So you just got to make sure that you're just staying true to yourself. I think that that's the biggest takeaway I want to say from our discussion today, is that I want to affirm for everybody, just keep doing what you know is important to you, the things that you know God has put you here for, the things that you know resonate with you, because there will be somebody, if you don't get it from the people that you're currently around, trust me, somebody will come around and allow you to shine your light just as bright as it needs to be seen.
That's good.
Amen.
I received that one.
Whew.
I don't know who else it was for.
Pass the collection plate.
Right. I think the only thing that I could really add to that is when you're operating in your purpose, as Saya mentioned, when it's God's timing, you're gonna get your shine, regardless of who is involved. You just have to keep operating in what your artistry is, whatever that looks like. It could be corporate, it could be like using your hands, whatever, because there's only one you. You have to be you just have to be uniquely you. And eventually, whenever God is ready to shine a light on them, then that's when you'll get your moment. And hopefully you can ride the wave and thrive off of it. So y'all said all the things, but just your purpose, your artistry is only one of you.
Be the youiest you can be.
You're one of one.
One of
The
one.
only one. Good job,
Come on,
y'all.
everybody on mute.
Hey, not the sound effect.
All right, y'all. See you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.